let's go. It's time for Heartland Radio.
Here we go. Welcome to Heartland Radio 2.0. We have an incredible interview for you today. But first, if you're a guy who has a girl, you wish you could last longer in bed with her. Yeah. And if you're a girl who has a guy, you wish he could last longer in bed. Whichever category you fit in, we have some great news. The folks at Roman, an online men's health company, are changing the game with Roman Swipes. Roman Swipes are the secret to longer-lasting sex. Roman Swipes are clinically proven as a way to last longer in bed. They're effective, easy to use, fast-acting, and doctor-recommended, but do not require a prescription. That's good news. Wow. Roman can ship swipes to you in discreet, unmarked packaging, and each Swipes packet is small enough to hide in your wallet for whenever you need it. Swipes are great. They will not transfer to your partner, so you can last longer without worrying about that. They're super easy to use. Just take the swipes out of the packet, apply, let it dry, and you're good to go. That's it. Keep Roman Swipes in your back pocket for longer, better sex, and get yours fast with free 2-day shipping by visiting GetRoman.com/USA. That's GetRoman.com/USA, and be a legend in the bedroom. Speaking of legends, one stopped by the office today to chat with Pat, so we decided to throw him in a chair and have the chat on microphone, and it turned out pretty fucking amazing.
Pretty good idea.
Let's get to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now, residing in San Jose, California, weighing in at a stout 220 pounds, standing at a staggering 6'1". He is a 12-time Nathan's hot dog eating champion, Joey. Oh, wait, and the owner of a new sauce company that is going to take over the country, Joey, the world's greatest eater, Chestnut.
Thank you. Great to be here again.
Hey, I feel like your weight potentially fluctuates from like 280 to...
I know, dude. I get chubby as hell.
World's greatest eater is a hell of a title to have. And
I'm super lucky, yeah. Everybody's an eater, but...
Literally every human on Earth.
I mean, not everybody's ever tried to hit a home run, but... it's a lower percentage.
But I also left out there, you're an American icon, and we're very thankful that you joined us, man. You got a chance to do not you got a chance. We were very lucky you did.
I was lucky. It was a party and a half.
Oh, yeah. You did our New Year's Eve show last year. I think it was 2 years ago.
Yeah,
2 years ago. And I called you. I was like, hey, is there any way? You're like, I think I'm going to be in town, actually. I was like, man, stop by the show. So we started talking about things you could do. I was like, I feel like it's going to be a party. It's New Year's Eve. Is there any drinking things you can do? And I was like, maybe you drink like 6 or he was like, maybe we try 12. 12 pints of beer in 75 seconds. Yep. That might be your greatest accomplishment, by the way, of all time.
And I know I could do it faster. I was making a little bit of a mess. And dude, it was a hell of a crowd.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it was intense. And I loved it.
I don't know if you remember this or not, but we were backstage when we were getting ready for getting your pints ready and stuff. And I was like, Joyce, what do you do when you get off stage? Just go gag yourself and throw up real quick? And you're like, no. And I'm like, you're going to be fucked up. I was, yeah.
I was shithoused. Yeah. And so I was like, I need some sugar. I ended up having a Fanta later, but it was like I was teleporting because I lost time.
Hey, if it means anything, everybody in there was very thankful for your performance, including all of us in here. It was awesome to see. I mean, and all you've done since then is just represent America in beautiful fashion.
I'm a lucky dude. I've somehow found a way to get paid to eat and then beat people at the same time. It's just goofy.
not just beat people. Like this July 4th, you were won by 21?
Oh, I fucked them. I was like, I'm trying to get the record. And then I was like, I'm up by like 20. It's like really hard to
keep going.
It's hard. But there's like 40,000 people in the heat, and they've been in the heat for like hours. And I feel bad not giving them a record, but I got lazy.
Is it okay? Because it is not a comfortable thing
No, hell no, it's not comfortable. It's like marathon running's not comfortable. They like crap their pants in a marathon, and they look like they're gonna die. And so that's why I kind of just model everything after they work up their 26 miles. I work up to my 70-something hot dog.
So, but whenever there's nobody pushing you, you said you're up 20. That's hard to keep going, right?
It's hard, but it's the crowd is there, and it's my job. You have to. There's like it's 4th of July. That's what people are expecting.
They're expecting Joey Chestnut to come out here and just slam hot
Go
dogs.
as hard as you can, and I'm not going to go halfway.
Can you even enjoy a hot dog anymore? Like outside of competition?
I had one today for the first time. Really? I was excited. Like I'm not dunking this in water. I'm gonna put some mustard on it. I'm gonna have simple. I'm my own speed, bitches.
Did you eat it very?
Yeah, I was eating it slow.
Was that difficult?
Slow
No,
for
it's
you
not
or
slow,
slow?
but it was probably faster than most people. But I was enjoying it. Yeah, I enjoy a good hot dog. All beef hot dog.
Oh, so good.
Have you always been like a super competitive person? Because I watched the 30 for 30 with you. Just like mentally destroyed Kobayashi.
Oh, I wasn't that competitive growing up. I grew up in a big family, and it didn't really go into like there were 4 boys in the family, and they were like. The 2 older boys would kick our asses and everything. The younger brothers, and I mean every kind of sport and fighting, and we would just get our asses kicked. And the only thing me and my little brother could do is eat more than the older brothers. we were just fucking fat. And we was like, oh, boys, we're gonna eat more than you, and it bothered them. We could tell it bothered the older brothers.
Did you like the 30 for 30?
It was I can't argue with it too much. It was very Kobayashi friendly. And he was very emotional. I felt like just like somebody should have said there's no crying in anything like any kind of sport. But he liked to cry, and
they really played him to be the victim. And I'm like, wait, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to beat him.
It's an eating contest. Yeah. You're not gonna be on top forever. I know somebody's gonna come and probably annihilate me, and either I'm gonna get better, or I'm gonna say, "Hey, this guy, he did me dirty, and good job."
Cry. Yeah, you should cry.
I don't want to cry. He showed me how not to lose. But there you go.
So, do you guys have like really genuine bad blood then, or not really?
I don't hate him. I love beating him. I would pay money to compete against him, but he blocked me on Twitter. And it's soft.
I saw where he's like in there. They show him at these low-level, like local taco eating contests.
Oh my god,
stuff.
he's doing like eating in alleys now. Like weird voyeur stuff. No, I do love him. I mean, he's the reason.
Yeah, you need that.
He's the reason why I got into it. He was the competitor, and. It was fun beating him.
The Rock needed Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's just the way it is the entire time. You two kind of, I don't want to say put it on the map, but your battles were what intrigued you.
They were epic.
Yeah, that's what intrigued me. That's what intrigued everybody probably that's listening to the show is like, okay, we got an American now taking on Kobayashi. Here we go. This is our guy. And it's, I mean, it is crazy to think about the way it's all been spun about you being a bad guy, basically.
It didn't make me the bad guy, did it?
No. But there's definitely one you're supposed to feel bad for and one you're not supposed to feel. Like, you're not supposed to feel bad for you. I mean, you're a 12-time champion. So.
Yeah. I'm not. You shouldn't feel bad for him either. He was the boss for a while. Nobody's going to be the boss forever.
Right. That's a good point.
Is there a younger amateur, like, do you have your eyes on a person that could potentially come and get you? Like, is there like a underground that's like, oh, this guy, he's in a AAA, he's gonna fucking come and get it.
He did 50 this year, Darren Breeden, and he's like 6'3", and I'm worried about the guys who are that tall because they have the longer torso, and eventually a real basketball player is going to figure out how to get empty, and then figure out how to push their body to a silly limit. So. I worry about the people with the super long torso who can potentially have a ridiculous capacity.
Oh, that so I thought of 2 questions while I watched this most recent one. When everyone gets introduced, there's like one fat guy out of all of you guys. You're all in like pretty good shape.
Dude,
somehow.
It's changed over the years. Now they're like, I think. 3rd place was a power lifter. Even 2nd place, that guy's super fit. I'm like the chubbiest one.
I know,
and I'm
wild.
barely hanging on. I'm I only eat healthy so I can eat more. It's so screwed up, and I only go to the gym so I can eat more. It's like I feel like anybody who goes to the gym, there's something they're just like looking at guys or something.
And then everyone.
Interesting thought. That's a very interesting way to look at it.
They just want to look at themselves or something. I don't know. There's something wrong with you guys. You go hang out in the showers. Why don't you?
And then everyone else who got introduced was like super happy, super pumped up. Like they all had like a dance or something like that. And then when you were introduced, you look fucking miserable already. Like, are you miserable before you start eating?
Well, I'm like a day and a half no solid food.
There it is.
Almost no calories. I'm at a weird, stupid calorie deficit, and I'm worried. Like it was hot, so I was like, I wanted to drink water, but I didn't want to drink water because I didn't want to be dehydrated. And then, and I'm just trying to go back to my happy place and ready to push my body to this stupid limit. I mean, it's hard, and I'm kind of embarrassed how hard I push, but if I'm going to do it, I'm going to go all the way.
You're the guy that's up the mountain too, so there's a target right at you. Everybody's Super Bowl is going against Joey Chestnut, so that can kind of build up, I'd assume, just like any other sport or competition, I'd assume.
Yeah, it's these other eaters, they're going to watch what I'm doing and they're going to try to improve on it. So it's I need to just blow it out of the water so hard.
And anytime they go against you, they tell stories about it forever. So that's like I got a chance to be on some very good football teams, and every time we played them, it was their best shot because it was their Super Bowl, right? Like when I was at West Virginia, everywhere we went, it was primetime TV. It was their Super Bowl. They talk about it forever. When I was with Peyton, same thing. And now the Patriots have this. Anytime the Patriots play, it's like it's their Super Bowl. Remember, anytime somebody eats against you, and if they even have a glimmer of hope against you, they're telling everybody they've ever met that I was within 20 hot dogs of Joey Chestnut one time.
Yeah.
And that has to be something that you probably think about, I'd assume.
That's all right. And then I've lost contests that I probably shouldn't have lost. There's like a donut eating contest I lost earlier this year, and the guy, he practiced his butt off for it. And I was already practicing for hot dogs, so I wasn't going to take time off of hot dog practice. So he came out, he jumped into an early lead, and I got all flustered and panicked, and I didn't even get near my world record, and he didn't even get near the record for the donuts, but he got the win.
Is there different strategies for those?
Oh yeah, well you got to get the timing right of how much you're going to fill in your mouth before you have to take a drink of water.
Really?
And it
seems like just as much as possible.
It's not. You can't just do up as much as possible because then some of the muscles in your throat get tired.
Has anyone died?
Has anyone
minute. Choked?
Well, some of your so there is a full
Science.
So
this sounds.
I don't want to go as hard as I can because then the muscles in my throat get tired and then the food gets stuck. It starts sitting in the back of my throat and I get nauseous. So
do you get medical help for that? Like, do you have a medical professional
not for that,
help
but
guide you,
I
or
have
is just the way you feel your own body?
You can feel it.
Okay.
When I practice not eating as fast as I can in the beginning, I can carry my pace longer.
So do you work out like your throat muscles?
Oh yeah. It sounds really ugly.
Yeah. Go to the gym, bro.
Oh yeah, it's worse than the gym.
No, but is there? Do you? I'm sure people ask you in the competitive eating for like help or tips and like how you do.
I'll give them tips, but I'm not going to give them all my whole plan.
Good. When you retire, will you?
I might give them more of it.
Might write a book and be like, "This is how I did it."
This is how I did it, and I have a really strong feeling like there's going to be somebody who I mean, it's so young. It's like, remember the story about the 4-minute mile? They thought the human heart would explode, and as soon as one person did it, like 4 more people did it in the same year. And it's competitive eating. It's young. It hasn't been accepted for a long time.
Well, and we're in a content creating generation where on 4th of July, that's the only thing that's really buzzed about. So you're going to think that any YouTubers, content creators are going to want to get into this because it's great content. So I do believe that it's probably going to grow and grow and grow, which is great to be the face of it in this, especially with that fucking belt.
I know the belt. They're not screwing around with this. It's made by the same guys who do the WWE belts, the Wildcat belts.
Wow.
Joey, can you actually stand that up for the camera for me? You're the best.
Look at that belt.
Nice.
That's a beaut.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that is the same exact shape as the WWE Championship.
Yeah, they did not mess around. You could knock somebody the hell out with it.
Do they give out belts every year for all 12 times of you?
Not all 12 times. They started getting better, and then there was Pepto-Bismol who got involved, and they were putting money in. So we were getting new money into it, and then they're like, "Oh, we'll give you a new belt every year." I was like, "Yeah, I was going to bring it back anyway."
Speaking of Pepto, what's the next 24 hours like after a
Oh, it's
competition?
garbage. It's So I can tell right away if it's settling deep and I'm going to digest it. And then I feel, all right, I can stay calm. I just need to keep drinking water. I'm going to do my interviews, like 45 minutes, hour interviews, then talk to people. Then it's an hour bus ride back. And it's just keep drinking water, stay awake, pass out, and then it's wake up, and it's going to come in rounds.
This past time, did it digest properly?
Digested pretty well. Yeah, I tried to go out later that night about 10, and I was feeling like crap, so I didn't make it out till like midnight.
Is there
warrior? What a warrior!
Are you allowed to, after like say an hour, are you allowed to throw up after?
I mean, you can, but it's so deep inside of you, it's hard.
Been there.
It's like you gotta, and there's been times where, like I want to party quicker, more quickly. So like, I'm gonna try to take some off the top, and like, it's not moving.
Yeah, because the initial thought is you put that down, there's a rule, and then you just puke it up. But you don't think about the body actually trying to digest it for you.
Yeah, the only way you can actually get that much in is when you go in absolutely empty. And when you go, so that's also, it's not really a trick. It's just like I know how to stretch everything and then make everything settle super deep. So then it's starting to move quick also. Like when I'm dunking the buns in water, it's not just water, it's warm water because it's breaking down the buns, helping those muscles relax, and then helping things just move along.
So the flavor means nothing. Because I've tried the hot dog thing, and those buns in water,
They're
boy.
gross. They're gross. No, it took a lot of practice to get used to it. It's no longer a bun to me. It's a sip of water that looks like a bun. I had to mentally like get over it.
That is such a fucking classic mental test for yourself. Like, all right.
You're not eating a dick. You're eating.
Do you drink like gallons of water or milk like that to expand your stomach?
Every morning, usually, I'm drinking. It might not even be a gallon, so I can get an idea how I'm doing because I'll do like 10 really good gulps, and usually it's a little bit more than a gallon sometimes. And then the morning of the 4th, I was like, "Ooh, things didn't stretch that well." So I knew I was going to be at my strongest. So it's like I was a little bit worried, but because I know I can do like 75 plus. It was just a matter of if everything's working same right. That
Do you
day.
have practice rounds
Oh yeah,
where you go as hard as possible?
full speed. Yeah, and it's slowly building up towards the 4th, and more serious.
So it's like a fight camp.
Yeah, and then I try not to make any gains, and it's so silly the way I try to model it after everybody else's. Like you look at like bodybuilders or weightlifters, they hit a muscle group and then they let it recover. I don't try. I'm not doing a practice. I can't do a practice anymore. Like it's like once every 6 days.
Well, I want to let you know, like I think it's a smart idea that you've been taking it this serious now that we got Joey Chestnut, world's greatest fucking eater sauces. This is genius by you.
Oh, it's good stuff. I'm really happy with it. It all worked out. I mean, it took a while. The people I was working with, they worked their butts off on it.
Were you in like the chemical lab?
Oh yeah. So in Eau Claire, we went to the factory and did the taste testings and went to look at the raw product for the spices, and I'm happy with it.
This is awesome. So you get into groceries right now?
It's in Kroger right now.
Look at you!
I walked through Kroger and it was in prime placement too, right back.
I know, they're
right
showing-
next to the
they're
meats.
showing me some
Yeah,
love.
they are
Oh,
showing
good
you some
for
love.
Kroger.
I was like, oh, hey, look at Joey there.
And it launched immediately after your 12th
didn't
win.
buy
It was like
but-
right before it, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna come to Indianapolis because
Did you feel any pressure to win because you knew you had a fucking sauce line coming up?
I know that would have sucked. But like, people really invested money, and you're like, oh, you just fucked us hard. You're a loser. No. I put a lot of pressure. I mean, there's a lot of support from them, but I put pressure on myself.
But like when the next closest competitor is 20 hot dogs away, do you go in knowing that you're most likely going to win?
Yeah, I had a really good feeling. You can't tell though with anything. If you get cocky or complacent, nothing good's gonna come out of it.
I'd like to apologize to everyone for interrupting this beautiful interview,
Yeah, what the hell, man?
but we got to sell some watches.
Oh, okay.
And boy, are they beautiful watches and sunglasses.
What?
Oh, yeah, they do both. You ever heard of Movement?
Yeah, huh?
Yeah. You shouldn't have to choose between overpriced designer sunglasses and cheap shades that won't last this summer. You're telling me, Movement. That's why I'll never wear anything other than Movement sunglasses.
They're
You've heard
the
us.
best.
Yeah, they are. You've heard us talk about Movement disrupting the watch industry. Well, now they're doing it again with the sunglasses. Whether you're into more timeless shapes like classic round sunnies or something that makes a statement like fun 90s frames, they've got them all, boys. They've got them all.
Go.
Excuse me. I almost died there. Like I was really running out of breath. Probably get in the gym soon. Don't put yourself in a position where you're choosing between style and function. With Movement, you get both. And with their free shipping and returns policy, try on as many styles as you want right from home. I got the all-black Revelers because they're the perfect combo of classic and sharp. And I can pair them with pretty much anything, just like a fine wine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're also a great reveler.
Thank you. I am. A reveler without a cause. Movement sunglasses start at $60. And no pair of prices over $95. So you're guaranteed to find a style you love with quality that does not break the bank. They've sold over 2.5 million products across more than 160 countries, and their collections are always expanding. Get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to movement.com/heartland. That's mvmt.com/heartland. See why Movement keeps growing. Check out their expanding collection. Go to movement.com/heartland. Join the movement. Back to call.
What's the most you've done in a practice round?
Oh, I've done 82 in practice.
Jesus.
So what's the difference? So what is the difference? Some days you just got it like any athlete.
Well, in freaking California where there's no humidity, and I cooked the hot dogs and they're fresh. And sometimes I made so that one I made them like super easy to eat. Like they were just, like, delicious hot dogs. Like blow your load. And I was like, oh my god, these are fast. I could just feel it. And then part of it was like I wanted to get them down and like feel comfortable with 82 hot dogs in the 10 minutes. So I knew it was going to be harder on the 4th of July, but I liked to have a couple easy practices.
Yeah, you make it harder in practice. It's easier in the game.
Yeah, and then I have some harder practices too, just so that I'm aware of every variable there is.
Man, this is like a real fucking science to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's
You ever
awesome.
try to make it harder yourself? Like have people throw tennis balls at your face? Like where you're trying to do it? Like,
Well, there's been times
so it
where
seems so much easier come game time?
there's times, like I have a couple drunk friends over there yelling at me and being obnoxious. And they'd be like, eat it, suck it. And I'm like, you motherfuckers, I'm going to kill you.
We're here for Kobayashi, bitch.
Pearl Harbor what?
Hilarious.
Attaboy Z. Attaboy Z. It's incredible.
Are hot dogs your best food?
It's the biggest contest of the year, so it's I put the most work
you
into it. But chicken wings are usually I'm pretty good at without even putting work in. So it's almost not fair. I just have a decent method.
What's your favorite thing to eat in competition?
Hot dogs. I mean that's the biggest contest. It's the one where like it's competitive eating is weird, and it's the only one where I don't have to like explain what the hell I'm doing. Right? People are like, oh, you're gonna eat so many chicken wings or so much grilled cheese sandwiches, and when it's hot dogs,
There's a grilled cheese sandwich contest?
There used to be.
Oh.
Do you remember that online casino? What is it? Golden Palace.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They used to hold it bad. It's a massive contest. Remember they had the grilled cheese sandwich that looked like Jesus.
Yes.
Virgin Mary or something
Yep.
like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So they'd bring that around and we'd do contests.
So that went on tour?
It went around tour. We were going all around the country eating grilled cheese sandwiches, and it was like Wisconsin had some sweet grilled cheese.
Oh, yeah.
It was awesome.
I know, like you're obviously the best at it now, and you have it down to a science. But when you first started, I don't know if it's true or not. I just read it on Wikipedia. But in 2005, you're a college student, and you enter a fried asparagus eating, and you ate 6.3 pounds. Was that your first real contest?
Something like that. Like 2 weeks before that, I did a lobster eating contest, and I didn't even want to do it.
Yeah.
My little brother signed me up to it, and he's like, "Joe, you can do it." And they offer you a free hotel room if you actually go. And it was at a casino, and I was 21. It's like, fuck yeah, I'll go. and then I ended up tying for third, and it got $250. I was like, dude, I got paid to eat. This is like fucking It was like crazy pills. And so I put some thought into the deep fried asparagus contest. I got the recipe. Mm-hmm. I cooked it up, had a little practice, and then and then I had my brother and my mom and a couple of friends come right in the front and just kind of like keep me calm because I'm a shy bastard. Mm-hmm. And they made me because it's so weird to eat on stage in front of people. It's something like when you eat fast, you do it at home when you come home drunk or you're on your way to work. Mm-hmm. It's not something you do at a restaurant. Mm-hmm. And so they kept me calm, and I dominated that contest.
When did you find out the science of it all? Like when did you start learning? Like, okay, I got a real. That's probably when you were like, I got a gift at this.
Yeah, there was the natural like when I tied for not tied. I got third at 4th of July that year with 32 hot dogs. I was like, all right, I'm gonna figure this out. I looked at Kobayashi, and he didn't look any different from anybody else. He's just a fit guy, and So I was like, all right, if he figured it out, I can figure it out. And so I just started keeping I kept a food journal of everything I was doing, whether I was eating or
Do you still have that journal?
I have one of them. Yeah.
That's probably gonna be worth some money.
Yeah.
That thing's gonna go on tour, by the way.
And it's like, dude, I felt, and there would be like, I feel like garbage, but then I do a practice contest, and I didn't do that bad. I was like, oh, I was empty, and then I recover faster. And so it's not always, you don't have to be feeling good in order to do something good.
How old were you?
I was 21 when I got started, and
Is this your only real job?
right now, yeah.
No, just in
Oh
general.
yeah, no. I got an engineering degree, and I worked in construction management, and then so I was like,
Smarter than everybody.
and I was like, for a long time, I was like, I don't want to make it my full time gig because I was kind of embarrassed that I put that much work into engineering. I was going to do it, but then I was like, dude, I'm getting paid to eat, and I'm making people happy, and I get to beat people and travel. I was supposed to be going to New Orleans this weekend, but they have that storm going on.
Oh yeah,
But I get to travel
Yeah,
awesome
it's a hurricane.
places.
Barry.
No, it's not a real hurricane. It's
Tropical
Tropical
storm.
storm.
Yeah.
It's but
Might get the cat one,
But
though.
there's a little bit of some flooding. It could be dirty there.
How many tournaments are there a year? How many contests are there a year? Everybody knows about the 4th of July.
There's about 60, and I'm doing about 22, 23 of them.
They want you to come.
And they want me to go to all of them. So
All different foods?
I get to pick my choice. Yeah.
What's the least favorite food?
I've never done it. Oysters. I can't do raw oysters. Dude, it's just like eating. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
Go
you
ahead,
get all,
say it.
Snots. It's like sucking out snot.
Yes.
Yeah.
get all horned
I
up
haven't
too.
done it.
Yeah. How cool does it
Natural
feel?
aphrodisiac.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
How cool does it feel to get in when you did and like be the first real legend? Because I'm assuming when you're done competing, you're going to be the Godfather. So like you're going to be the guy who's at every big thing. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
you probably have your own challenge, I assume.
It's the whole thing's nuts. It's not something like Pat. You grew up playing football.
Yeah. Sports, though.
Sports,
Yeah.
and like you knew it was something you want. I was a band nerd, and I knew I was going to be an engineer. And then when I was 21, I did this first contest, and this whole thing was unexpected to me. So it's like, oh my God, I know I could. I know what a real job is like. I know what and I just know how lucky I am. I'm just
Wind
riding
instrument?
it out. Oh, a trumpet.
Oh, nice.
I blow the shit out of it.
It's like diaphragm.
Does that help?
I think it helps with controlling your breathing. Because in the eating contest, I have to really sneak in all my breaths. And it's very similar when you're playing an instrument. You have to breathe really quickly.
Huh. You didn't even know you were preparing for this.
I didn't know. My dad was preparing me for my entire life. and then we would like sneak away when we eat pizzas away from the family.
Are you just fucked if you have a cold or a sinus infection?
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah. Afrin's amazing though. Afrin is.
Is that stuff that
Yeah,
you blow in there?
You hit it hard, and it's like you can almost like breathe through your ears.
that is the arch nemesis though, is having stuffed nose?
Oh, stuffed nose will slow you down. I mean, if you want to do well, you have to be able to breathe through your nose.
Obviously a flu will get you.
Yeah, the flu and I don't know, probably a couple weird things.
Have there been any serious injuries like stomach tearing and stuff happen?
No,
to
so my doctor, she's like, dude, you're not going to hurt yourself as long as you're not really unhealthy. Like the only people who tear their stomachs are people who are on like drugs or as long as you don't suffer a massive hernia, and that's not going to happen if you're fairly fit.
What if you drink like 6 or 7 Red Bulls a day?
Well, I also have colitis and IBS, so I think I'm kind of out on the competitive eating.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Just you shitting fire.
just shit like a madman.
Yeah, I already do, so I can't imagine what 50 hot dogs would add to it.
I don't run very often, but when I get that look in my eye, I'm going.
What's a standard human eat? Like if I was to do that in 10 minutes, what would I get?
That's a
Like
great question.
I think you should be able to do at least 12.
12 to
I
15
think
or something like
12,
that?
Yeah, 12 to 15, and you're also used to pushing yourself, and I wouldn't.
Well,
be
he
surprised.
can eat a lot though. You're really not the average eater.
I am an
Yeah.
eater. I am an eater. Like you, I am an eater.
It wouldn't be. I wouldn't be surprised if you got 18 your first try, and
See-
then after you get it down once, then you're more comfortable with it, and then you do it again, It's just it's that weird building intolerance.
I think that's what they should talk about more, though, whenever
Yep.
they show the clips of you putting up 71 or 74 or 82 or 75. 75 is the record now, right? 74?
74.
74 is the record.
Yeah.
75 would break it. So I think they should talk about, like, the standard human would do this, just like they should do in, like, the Olympics whenever they show people run. Like, this is what the standard human is. Like, I think that stat should be handed out a little bit more because what you're doing is fucking insanity. Absolute insanity.
I mean, I don't think it's really that much crazier than somebody running the 26 miles in a marathon. I mean, think about it. How many of us could run 3 miles in a row at that marathon pace?
Our CFO still,
Almost
our
died.
CFO is super fit. He trained for like 8 months. He still has yet to finish a marathon he started.
It's nuts.
Ended up in the hospital.
So I mean, the thing is, that more people try marathons. Not that many people have actually put the work in to try to eat that many hot dogs.
Is that the goal?
What the goal?
Is the goal to make competitive eating like a?
I mean, I don't know if that's the goal for me, but I enjoy beating people. The more people that try, the more people I can beat.
Are there performance enhancers? Like if you just got really fucking high,
Yeah,
does that help you?
I've tried pretty much everything.
'Cause they don't test you, I assume.
No, but sometimes sponsors will test.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think anything really works. I mean, weed, you lose your intensity, you lose track of time, and even if
because you're not doing it for taste. So
True.
the
I'm
munchies is
There's a speed
the
is the
munchies
thing,
is going to
yeah.
help, and you're not doing it for hunger necessarily, because after 4 minutes of the contest, I'm not hungry. It's like, all right, I'm doing this to win, and I'm doing this to just show these other guys next to me they're not shit.
So after 40 hot dogs, you're not hungry? Not after
I'm not hungry.
not after 2 minutes when 20 are down?
I know, 22 minutes. I'm just a fat guy having fun.
Are you like fully aware when you're up there doing it, or are you kind of looking around, seeing what everybody else is doing, or are you just completely focused on what's in front of you?
I like to be super like in a weird zone where I'm kind of aware, but it's like I'm just trying to do the same thing over and over again, and it's make sure I breathe, make sure I dunk the bun for the right amount of time. Every 10th bun, I drop the cup and go to a new cup, and it's just so I'm not. When I was younger, I used to always have empty cups on stage, and I'd search for a cup with water. But it's just you could just go back to all these things that I do. So it's like, even though I'm thinking about all these things, I'm really not thinking about anything. It's just all these little steps.
Routine almost.
Yeah.
I saw a dude who was near you. His hands were covered in red, so I assume it was either Gatorade or something like that. What's the thought process?
It's Red Wings. I think he was using like Crystal Light.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that changed the flavor though.
Some people are weird. They practice with the same flavor for every food, so that and it kind of makes sense, like, to a degree, that like they're used to when they're full, that flavor is kind of like a comfort zone.
So every wings you can obviously dunk in water, but like the donuts and everything you dunk into a warm water.
Donuts. Sometimes like the Hostess donuts, like the powder ones, I couldn't dunk.
So good.
You did a Hostess donut.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about earlier, where I got second. But I was worried about even inhaling it because it like
it gets you.
I looked like it looked like I was having a party. I smoked But yeah, if it's like a sandwich food that doesn't fall apart, then we get to dunk it. If it's gonna fall apart when we dunk it, then we're not allowed to.
Oh, nice.
Makes sense.
What's your favorite thing in the world to do when you go chill and just be Joey Chestnut away from eating? What's your favorite thing?
Oh man, just watch sports and drink a couple beers.
Nice.
I seen you drink beers.
Yeah.
Legendary.
Bro, think about it. 12 pints of beer in
is
75 fucking seconds.
16
Incredible.
ounces, not 12 ounces.
Yo, that's right. They were 16.
Yeah, we
pints.
still
Pints,
tell
right?
tales about
Pint.
it because even when you were done on stage, you were still crushing them backstage too.
yeah.
Pounders
It took a little bit. It
backstage.
took a little while to start really feeling good, but dude, and then everything was a blur. It was amazing.
Like there's beer chuggers that go out there on the internet and stuff like that. I would like to see them. I would personally like to see all of them line up 12 pints of beer in less than a minute and a half. It was less than a minute and a half. That's I think it's your best feat.
It was
honestly.
up there. I had a little spillage, but it was pretty damn good. Those first ones were like, it was like magic. I was like, oh, David Blaine ain't got shit. Suck it.
We still have that video, I assume, somewhere.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
I
it's
actually
gonna
looked
go
it up.
up.
There's one on YouTube from someone in the
The
crowd.
audience. You could hear the audience just going ape shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
Hey man, it was like a gladiator atmosphere because
Yeah,
all
it was
those
like-
people are beer drinkers, so they understood very much what was happening.
It was like, eat the baby. It was like, the baby's gone.
That's incredible. I can't thank you enough, Joey.
Oh,
honestly,
great
man.
hanging out with you again.
Congrats on a win. Congrats on another win. Congrats on a legacy, man. And congrats on putting a sport on the map, basically, for America. I mean, if American doesn't win, people aren't going to watch. I mean, it's just the way it goes. That's the way America is. And you're the guy.
4th of July and hot dogs. I don't know how I got so lucky. Dude, it just worked out. And thanks, everybody who's I've met. You guys are awesome.
And at Kroger, right?
Yeah, they're available in Kroger.
We have not tried them yet, but I'm going to try them here in less than 4 minutes. And this Nashville hot chicken looks delicious. And it's only got 3 grams of carbs in it, too, which is a big deal for the old Keto Zito over there. He's trying to lose some weight for a wedding season.
One of these days, I'm going to really get on it. I want to do like one of those fat camps in Thailand. And just like come back like a mean bastard.
There's fat camps in Thailand?
You never heard of them?
No.
They're like kickboxing fat camps. They just feed you like nothing but like lettuce, and they just beat the hell out of you.
What?
Really? Yeah, I think it's like Tiger Muay Thai. You gotta look it up.
Hey,
Sign
Zito! Zito!
20 pounds.
20. That sounds like an 80 to 100 pound operation. That's incredible. Joe, you're the man, dude.
Thank you.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, American Idol.
Fucking love me some Joey Chestnut.
Yeah,
I
what
mean,
a guy.
Jesus Christ.
He's awesome.
That guy's funny as shit. I was dying.
He kind of let it run wild in there. a
He-
little bit.
Yeah, he went out there and
Right?
he asked his people. He's like, you guys couldn't hear what I was saying in there, right?
That was his first thing he said as soon as he
Yeah.
walked out of the room. That was awesome. And his sauce, I did
Good
try
sauce,
it
yeah.
after the interview. Good sauce. And I'll buy it strictly because I want to support him because he's a good guy. But and I don't think the price is going to be that different. It tastes good. I liked it a lot. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, dude. Big fan. Before we got started, I was like, hey, you get any brand issues you got to worry about? What you can talk about, whatever. He's like, nah, just let it eat. I'm like, all right, let's go. So that's cool.
He said he's a shy guy.
Yeah, you can
Yep.
tell,
So he
kind of.
doesn't love going on a lot of shows, but I
Right.
think he
Didn't
became,
seem like it.
he became friends with us though. Like
Right.
that's at that New Year's Eve show.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
give him 12 beers.
We became
He opens right up.
Pints, by the way.
yes.
I'm glad that he had a good time that night though, because he was so drunk. I mean, it could have went the other way.
Yeah,
you know.
agreed. I'm happy to. We were told.
Yep.
He
We
was-
were told something.
We were told directly after the interview that New Year's Eve night somebody who didn't drink was driving him home, and they got pulled over.
Yeah.
And they actually utilized the "Do you know who this is?" to the cop, and Joey Chestnut got him out of a ticket. So not only did he drink 12 beers in 75 seconds on New Year's Eve, he got a guy out of a ticket New Year's Eve night just because of who he is. I mean, that guy's an American legend,
Great
I
guy.
love him.
and I
love
don't think
him.
he's ever going to be beat.
No.
He takes it too serious, and he knows too much about himself at this point. Where the next 20 years probably all Joey Chestnut.
The
Do it right
closest
off the
person was
sunset,
20
though.
hot dogs.
Do
Yeah,
what?
that's not even close.
20 hot dogs was the closest person. I mean, that's a lot of hot dogs.
Come on.
That's what 2 minutes worth of hot dogs.
Yeah, for
That's
him.
elite.
That's
That
2
is.
minutes for him, yeah.
Yeah, just buried everybody. Good for old Joey Jaws.
I mean, it's a science for him.
Sauce is good too. Hopefully, he makes $1 billion off of it all.
Did he say that
Yeah.
he practices, he does the hot dog, when he's practicing for hot dogs, he does the contest once every 6 days, pretty much?
Yeah,
That's absurd.
Yeah.
82 is his record. That's
Joey Chestnuts.
the crowd was chanting that at the New Year's Eve show. It was an electric evening. I'm happy we won him over though. It's good
Yes.
to have. Hey, by the way, it's nice to have the world's greatest eater as a friend.
Yeah.
You know, that's a good friend to have.
And it's good for him that he can be so relaxed and cool about it. You know what I mean? Like, he could be an asshole. He's doing very well for himself right now.
Him saying, oh boy, I just lost it. Oh, he said everybody eats.
Oh, yeah.
That's a hilarious. That is a hilarious thing. You can be the world's greatest. It's like the world's greatest driver. Everybody drives.
Yeah.
World's greatest eater. World's greatest drinker. Those are things that I'm the world's greatest breather. Like that'd be a good thing. You know what I mean? Like those are things that was a funny. I really enjoyed that out of him. Thanks for. I mean, huge thanks to Joey Jaws for
Oh,
coming.
absolutely. Yeah, everybody give him a shout out.
Yep,
He's
absolutely.
the best at what he does, and he's a fucking good time to hang out with.
My dog's in the studio. She might be dead. Zeno ran her to death.
Now,
We had a good
Her and
time.
that tennis ball went at it.
Val was a dog in the office today because office dog, because the little brother that has been brought into the house is a menace. This little corgi is a menace. I Googled like
Zito?
corgi traits.
Yeah.
They're all bad. Everyone, like they're like very intelligent, obviously good. Okay, the queen has a fleet of them. Okay, that's good. I'm sure she has a bunch of dog handlers. And then everyone is like stubborn, just like independent, doesn't give a fuck about you, basically. Like just bing, 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 boom. And Val has to deal with it all day. So I'm very thankful you guys are all very nice to Val today. She got a little vacation to get away from the old Chucky the corgi today, which is
Val's a very good dog.
Yeah, she is.
Very good.
she was a rescue dog. You know, and she knows
They're
it.
great dogs.
You know, she knows that she was a rescue.
She's grateful for you.
Yeah. Well, not me. Sam
Well,
saved her.
I mean, you help out too with her.
Boy, I've helped out a lot. I mean, I feel like she's daddy's growing out at this point, which is good because mom's with the terror.
I lost 3 pounds today because of her.
I don't know. If
Hey,
that's
wedding
true.
season Z.
Oh,
We're on a
Z?
good. Hey.
Oh, see? Stop. We're not there yet. We're not till 15.
Is that just because you just didn't eat today?
No, I ate a lot.
You saying throwing the tennis ball caused you to lose?
Yeah, and I walked around the block.
She got.
that's
Hey,
right.
you took
You
her
took
out to
her
go to
for
the
a walk.
bathroom.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Did you think you lost 3 pounds or you know you lost 3 pounds?
I think.
You just
There it
feel
is.
like it.
For those,
I knew that.
For those that don't know, yesterday on my show, Zito has a wedding 1 month from yesterday that he's trying to get into wedding season mode for because, in his words, there's a lot of hot girls going to be at this wedding. hot girls. So he's trying to lose 15 to 20 pounds in a month, and wedding season Zito is in full effect, even though he ate everything in sight today.
Z, what's the date of that wedding? The 10th?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got one that weekend too.
Oh, let's go.
I got to lose weight
10th
too.
or 11th.
Not for hot girls, but just because I don't have a suit that fits right now. So.
Yeah, that's tough.
I have 1 suit jacket.
We decided though, like we don't want the weight loss challenge attitudes back in the
Right.
office.
No, that's a bad.
Nobody
that's a
needs
bad
that.
office.
Yeah, it's not good for anybody. Not good for the people losing weight. Not good for the people that have to deal with the people losing weight.
Yep. We're doing it for our health.
Zito's off and running though. He does look a little thinner today.
I feel thinner.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
You have the contest running. I saw there's some submissions already.
I did.
People
There's a
wanting
lot.
to go with you
A lot of good-looking people.
as your date.
Kind of scary.
I even applied.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Everybody's trying to be Zito's +1 at this wedding that he's losing weight for. That he says is going to be a great time. And to apply, all you got to do is hashtag wedding SZNZEET. And then hashtag PMS2, and then give reasons why you think you should be Zito's +1. But know that Foxy is also in this contest, so you gotta beat out his roommate. that
Pretty
he
good
lives-
resume too.
If I were
Pretty
Zito, I
good.
wouldn't take Foxy.
Well,
'Cause he's going to steal someone.
Yeah, but Foxy's not going to have sex with anyone, so.
Yeah. That was a part of my resume actually.
we'll talk about it. It's bait.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I think
The old switcheroo.
they're also fishing in 2 different ponds.
What does that mean?
Jesus, Tony.
Hey, whoa.
What kind of pond we talking here, Tony?
That was not a shot at you, Evan. That was a shot at Z.
Yeah, I know,
I know.
but I'm going to this wedding with Z. We're gonna be
Wait,
fishing
wait,
in the
wait,
same
whoa,
pond.
look at you, entitled.
No, it's just confidence, all
We'll
right?
call it entitled Evan. He thinks he's going to
Whoa,
win.
whoa,
No,
whoa.
for a second, the way everyone reacted, everyone thought that I meant you guys were playing for 2 different teams.
No.
Oh, now we got
Whoa.
So I wanted to clarify that's not what I was saying.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways, entitled
You're
Evan
ba-
thinks
you're-
he's automatically going to this wedding.
Whoa, I just have a pretty strong resume. That's all I'm gonna say.
You are. Hey, Foxy and I did go to a Jewish wedding just a few weeks ago, and that was the most lit wedding I've ever been to. So I think Foxy has that in his mind, like, hey, I know how to turn this thing into a Jewish wedding if we need to. He'll grab some chairs in La Benihana, that whole thing.
No seatbelts this time.
No way. We're
way.
launching them.
And he was a wedding photographer, videographer, so he knows.
Correct.
He knows a lot about the
Yeah.
industry.
I know the ins and outs. I've been there
Oh, I
before.
didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have added that. To be
I
honest.
would-
Way around a wedding.
We would all like to see somebody else other than Foxy go, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so. Also, we've got to include that they have to be a subscriber to the
Twitch stream.
Correct.
Yeah,
Twitch
absolutely.
Foxy, are you a subscriber?
Yes, I have since day one.
Hey, I was up there the other day. You had 36 people on there.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We've cracked into the 30s?
I forgot to tweet it out, too.
You forgot.
Yeah.
Every day? Or?
Pretty much.
I've seen you promoting it a little bit.
Yeah.
That's how you get up to 30.
Every time I promote it, I'm just making fun of my nemesis.
Mystic.
Yeah, 12 years old. Just
That freaks me out, by the way. Kind of freaks me out you talk about this 12-year-old so much. Just want to let you know as your employer.
Oh, wait.
You do have to be 18 to apply. We're just gonna throw that out there
Are you
to
still
go to the
playing with
wedding.
Turtle tonight?
oh yeah,
Is that like ninjas?
No,
No,
Jerry
Ferrara.
playing with him today.
You're
That's awesome, man. I was supposed to go on Turtles podcast like a few years ago, and they just kind of stood me up, I think.
Oh, that asshole.
Or maybe
I'm
it was
sitting-
my fault. I don't know whose fault it is, but I have a bad taste in my mouth about it.
No, he
Should I
was,
stand him up?
supposed to come on yours.
Yeah, he was supposed to come on this
And
show.
then it was because we were associated with Barstool, and he was doing something ESPN, and they were like,
we can't
I
do
don't
it.
think so.
Yeah, so I kind of had a bad taste in my mouth for it because I was an Entourage diehard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved that show. And then whenever he backed out of me day of, I was like, I think I hate Turtle.
Turtle?
I'm going to stand him up.
No, not good for your Twitch stream. let's play with the old Turtle there. Is he a good gamer?
We get more viewers than him, by the way. No big deal.
There's no way. There's no way he's getting less than 36 people to watch his Twitch stream.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
What the fuck happened to Turtle, bro? He bought that tequila company. He got rich. And
He
then,
needs to bring Vinny and the boys back. I think.
Yeah.
anybody but Vinny, I think.
Yeah, you get drama on that Twitch stream.
Nah, we're
And-
talking
yep.
Should I reach out?
Ari,
Maybe
Drama.
Billy Walsh.
Drama moves the needle for
Billy
sure.
Walt. Yes, victory, bro.
After every win, just drops a
Hit the knees at the cliff, yeah. So you're playing. You get Turtle gets less than 36 viewers on his Twitch stream.
Yeah, every time I've stopped by his Twitch stream, yes.
Just stop by, just do a little peeksy.
That's how I met him.
Hey, what if Turtle wants to come to this wedding with you? What is Foxy automatically out?
Yeah.
You should take him, to be honest.
Oh, Foxy doesn't want it anymore. Wait a minute.
What are you doing over there?
I don't
What's
know.
going on here?
You have no winning there. I know. I could have spun that anyway. You're better than Turtle if you say
Yeah, exactly. You just called me entitled. No way I was going to say that.
you had no shot there. You had literally no chance.
I would love for you to show up with Turtle at that wedding. You're gonna be the coolest guy. Your friends and your friends would never forget it. You'll be a legend.
You guys would look like pre-Turtle and Turtle now.
I'm losing weight, Tony.
Yeah, losing.
Hey, Diggs and Nick.
They're tearing me down.
I'm allowed to because I'm also husky.
I'm gonna rise like a phoenix from the ashes and lose 25 pounds.
Maybe Zeke.
Yeah, I hope you
I
do.
keep adding 5 pounds on it.
You do. I noticed that. I noticed it.
So does your body.
These guys.
Come on.
I have faith in you. I think you're gonna look slim and trim. You're gonna walk in that wedding. You're gonna fucking own it.
I think no matter how you look, I don't have a lot of faith in you losing weight.
I don't either. I
You
just-
weighed in this morning with pizza. So
No, I
but
weighed like I had the pizza in my hand, so I know how much I would weigh after I eat it.
That's
I
how it
want to let
works.
you know though, I love any Zito. Every Zito is completely good with me, except for meth Zito.
And road trip Zeke.
I mean, that was an expensive seat. I mean, the road trip seat was an expensive one, but you were good to be around. You were a fun time to be around until you took out MetLife Stadium.
By
He
the way,
bounced back pretty quick.
the ESPY's nomination for Zeke was fucked.
Damn you, Roman Reigns.
Congrats to Roman Reigns.
hilarious.
Congrats,
Also, congrats to Zito getting a nomination for
that's
an
awesome.
ESPY. That's awesome for a WWE moment. To try to take down the stadium that WrestleMania was at. Think about all the traffic jam that you caused WrestleMania. Like 100-some thousand people there. Can't use an entire fucking
To be
set.
honest, I cleared up all the traffic. After all that happened, yes, there was a traffic all the way down to the end of the parking lot, and everyone disappeared when the accident happened.
Yeah, they're like, fuck
Allegedly.
it, might as well go home.
You think that's still gated off?
Oh yeah, I've seen
gotta
pictures that.
I get I have a friend that the punter for the Giants, Riley, sends me like fucking pictures like on a weekly basis when they were in OTAs. Like, still shut down, by the way, because you're a boy. Hey, at MetLife for an event, still can't drive underneath the awning. Yeah, they said, just throw it down the hill. That's what they said.
Throw that thing down a fucking hill and be done with it.
What's done is done. What a day.
Hey, what a day. I'll tell you this, man. Dude, listen to Joey's interview made me a little bit hungry.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get hungry at weird hours.
Yes.
You know, like you want a sushi at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Hey, before you get going,
Uh-huh.
I had sushi in a Detroit airport.
Oh.
How was it?
Bold move.
I agree. It was right next to my gate, though, so I didn't have enough time to leave and go somewhere else. I had like 20 minutes before we started boarding. Incredible.
Really?
Incredible service. Incredible. Like the people, it was the most efficient. I watched a dude roll my specialty roll that I got right in front of me. Took 7 minutes to get my roll from order to delivery. The people like served. I got 4 waters served because I house water. It was like perfect service, perfect sushi. If you're ever in the A gate, A terminal of the Detroit airport, there's a sushi place there. I recommend it 10 times out of 10.
Wow.
In my experience only, sushi restaurants, and I mean decent sushi restaurants, have the most consistency. of any like specialty type restaurants.
I would say, back in the day, they would say if you're inland, you shouldn't get the raw fish. Right. But nowadays, with modern technology,
2019.
that fish from fucking Hawaii is just as fresh as it was in Hawaii as it is in the Detroit A terminal.
Couldn't agree more.
You know what I mean?
Most of it's fake, anyways, right?
What do
It's
you
not
mean?
actually what you're getting.
Well,
do you mean?
don't you say that about the A terminal sushi.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I
fake
mean?
Oh,
tuna?
Nikki Stark's fucking taking shots at the.
Just because you're eating imitation crab
Yeah.
sushi rolls doesn't mean we're eating the fake stuff, man. We get the real
I'm not
shit.
eating California rolls.
I mean, we're in Detroit, Michigan.
Tuna?
You think you're actually getting?
There's a lake right there.
Bro, yeah,
Lots of them.
I got
Alright.
spicy tuna coming fresh out of that lake.
You ever heard of frozen ice, bro?
Huh?
Not frozen ice. Dry
Frozen
ice.
ice?
Dry ice.
fucking Italian ice, bro. Come on, of course.
Hey, Italian night at PNC Park is hilarious, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Saturday, August 3rd. Maybe in town.
Bro,
Should
Pittsburgh-
probably go.
Pittsburgh Pirates hosting an Italian night is just pandering to the city so hard. Listen, we're trying
business.
to get a sellout here. We can get all the fucking pies
And
on.
they got Zambelli's fireworks after.
Listen, one of you
That
Italians.
place is going to be packed.
One of you Italians will entertain the rest of you Italians. Just come in here, please. You guys won't even watch the game, by the way. There'll be so many side conversations happening. That'll be the loudest broadcast in history.
People will think the wave's going on, but it's not. It's just us Italians talking with our fucking hands.
By the way, I should go. I'm a member of the Italian
yeah,
club.
definitely.
I can go to Italian night at PNC Park now.
Thought about because the night before is Friday Night Lights with the Pittsburgh Steelers, so maybe take a trip up to Latrobe Friday night. Head to the Italian day on Saturday for Buccos.
Is that real?
Yeah.
There you go.
Maybe we do.
Something to
Sounds
think
like
about.
a good fucking time.
Maybe.
Something to think about.
If I get a suite at Italian night, that's such a good way to enter myself into the Italian night. Next to us, we got just like the mob boss to our right, fucking another mafia family to our
Something
left.
to think about.
Something to think about. I would like to be the representative of Italian night. Maybe I'm the front row right behind home plate. So they see the thing you see
you a
from
fucking
Italian night
Italian
is me.
Good luck getting those seats over Pompey Annie.
Fucking all of them. I couldn't even fathom.
Ian's got any more meatballs?
Oh, dude.
It's just they got Italian days at Kennywood, our local amusement park.
Oh my
It's a
God.
good time there too. You've been to
Unbelievable.
Italian days?
Yeah, it's packed house. Place is packed out. It's like, hey, you know what the deal. It's a bird call.
What do you tell people when their flies open?
Kennywood's open.
You like that, too?
Yeah. It was at the restaurant we went to with the cookie.
Eaton Park.
Eden Park, Place for Smiles. Sorry about that. Another Place for Smiles, Todd.
Oh yeah. You're doing it every.
Just the Kennywood's open thing is probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, it was.
Hey, you didn't come up with it.
No, but he did
But he loves it.
insert it
He
into the
loves it.
conversation here.
Well, the funny part is when you leave the bathroom, it's on the wall, and I was like, "Oh, Kennywood, the place," and I didn't realize it was my fly.
Okay.
I mean,
knows
dumb.
it?
It's a
You
nice
know.
covert way of telling your buddy, hey, fucking your junk's hanging out.
Hey, Kennywood's open.
Yeah, fucking flies down.
Hey, you got a license to sell hot dogs? That's what we used to use
It's a good one.
for the Pee Wee Herman movie.
Oh, boy.
Great line.
You good,
he had
Val?
some great lines in there.
Val's
Hey,
moving.
Val's awake.
Val wants to go home. You about done with it? we gotta sell a company.
Val, we got some good news for you. Say you want some dog treats at like 9 a.m.
Or PM.
or PM, whichever. Not out of the normal course of hours. Don't feel like taking a trip to the store with your dad. I'm talking about Postmates. Postmate that shit. Red wine at 4 p.m., ibuprofen at 10 a.m., whatever you need.
And all of it.
Postmates is your personal food delivery, grocery delivery, whatever kind of delivery service all year round. Anything you're craving, Postmates can deliver. They're the largest on-demand network in the U.S. and offer delivery from all the restaurants, grocery, and convenience stores and traditional retailers you could possibly want or need 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Postmates will bring you what you need within the hour. No more trips to the store. You don't even have to know where your store is. Postmates will deliver anything to you. Download the app for iOS or Android for free. Browse local restaurants and businesses and track your delivery in real time. For a limited time only, Postmates is giving our listeners $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days. Your first 7 days, you get $100 of free delivery. You can't beat it. To start your deliveries now, download the app and use the code Heartland. That's code Heartland for $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days.
I've been using the Postmates app a lot more at my house. I love it.
More than the door one?
Yeah, I do because it gives you more than there's
Yes,
everything.
yes.
It shows up at your house. $100 free delivery is awesome.
Yeah, that's nothing to sneeze
It's
at.
nothing to sneeze at.
Not terrible at all.
Bless you.
Just can't do it.
Thank you, Zito.
Anything you need, anytime you need it, Postmate it.
It's
All
incredible.
right. If you're on YouTube right now and you're watching this on there, this is going to be it for you because you can't listen to copyrighted music and it's a Friday. See what that means? Friday bangers.
Big up, Sam guy.
Oh,
It's the end of the week. Y'all already know what that means. Whether you want to chill pregame and get hammered, this right here, we call this the Friday bangers.
Bangers, bangers, bangers.
Quality of us.
It's the Friday bangers. Bangers, bangers, bangers.
All right.
all right. What we got, Nick? Those fucking glasses, by the way.
They're fucking throwing
What a
Todd
treat
off.
for the YouTube viewers.
Why are you hating on my glasses, Todd?
I'm not. I would never hate on this.
I'm not. Pat was
The only one that hated on them.
What?
I was staying quiet, but
No, you complimented me before he got here, and then when he got here, you were like, oh.
Well, you FaceTimed me. And, I
You
mean,
FaceTime me.
Well, yeah, we FaceTimed, and you answered, and that's all I saw was just his glasses. And I was
They
like,
came today. I got excited. I got influenced by Instagram influencers and Zito.
"You're an influencee."
Yeah, for sure. They were $20. I mean, I'm not going to not get the Tony Stark glasses for $20.
When I say this, I mean this. For $20 sunglasses, those look incredible.
Thank you.
No problem.
and I gotta be honest, I thought it was like it was a gimmick. All right, you show up for 10 minutes, you wear them. Look what I got. I'm like, oh,
Well, it is a
great.
gimmick, but it's a
great.
day-long gimmick.
It
We're
is.
running it out
Right,
all
okay.
day long.
Okay.
What is it again? Nikki Starks.
Nikki Starks.
The more the day goes on, you look like a cop that does bad things.
I thought, I thought they would look, when I first put them on, I was like, oh, look like fucking Sam Ace Rothstein from Casino. Because they got the tint
do?
that doesn't go
Yeah.
all the way, just slightly tinted. But,
You can still read. That's why.
well, yeah, better than
important,
you.
yeah.
But yeah.